COVID-19 has left many feeling alone and isolated while social distancing, but online video games have helped many connect with the outside world once more during this pandemic.
Reporter Brody Bush talked to a student about how video games have helped him feel less isolated.
Thanks, guys. Video games have had a surprisingly beneficial effect on students lately by bringing people close together.
The COVID-19 pandemic has locked many inside their house for months on end with little to no in-person interaction. This has had a negative effect on lots of people, causing them to feel isolated. However, there are some remedies to this isolation, like video games, that are helping people feel less isolated during the pandemic, like senior Scott Rasmussen.
So, COVID hasn't really changed my life much. I still do the same hobbies and work at my job like always. Only thing really is that I can't go out and meet my friends or something like that. So if I can play with them online and stuff like that, it helps me feel like I'm not just sitting alone in my house for the entirety of the pandemic.
Video games are a great way to get in contact with people when you can't leave the house, and if you've never gotten into video games, don't worry, because they're very easily accessible.
There's some super simple games that if you have a few minutes to spare in your day, you could try out. For example, Among Us, that's pretty popular right now. So if you're not into video games, it's pretty simple to get into.
If you're still hesitant or unable to get into video games, there are still other great forms of entertainment and communication that the sector offers. For example, streaming services like Twitch.
Twitch is kind of cool because you can kind of talk with the streamer depending on how big they are. So instead of just YouTube or television where it's almost scripted, you can kind of feel that connection between the streamer.
It's easy to feel isolated during this pandemic, so try to find new hobbies and stay in touch with your friends online.
Wow, it's really cool seeing how new technology is helping people through hard times like this.
Yes, definitely. Thanks, Brody.